Hello everybody and welcome back to Factorio. Sorry, that music being like dum 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 scared me a little bit. How's everyone doing? Um, I'm not a monster.com. What is this? It's a game. Oh. It immediately makes me think of, what's the game? Invisible Ink. Anyway, anyone who has to say I am not a monster is probably a monster though, just saying. Anyway, I was a little bit late because I was playing a new game with my son called Daddy Monster. Delete that comment. What? Delete that? Delete what comment? What comment am I deleting? I can't delete just one comment. I'm confused. Anyway. We're playing a game that I've decided to call Daddy Monster. We're basically just chasing through the house going, raw! And Lil K was just laughing hilariously the whole time. So, you know, good game. Good game. Any game which your child laughs uproariously at, you know is a good game. Okay, those coming through there. What comment am I deleting? Out of curiosity. Mods can't mod mods. .com? I mean, you know what? It's fine. Oh, you weren't really meant to be, you weren't advertising for a game, it just sort of accidentally happened? That happens, man. Sometimes we accidentally advertise for games. The number of games I've accidentally advertised for is why I try and talk about games unless I actually have something positive to say about them. We've all been there. Look, if I actually had a problem with it, I would do something, but you know what? I have no problems. We have no problems. There won't be no problems unless you start some problems. Okay. That doesn't look like it's connected at all. In fact, that line never looks like it's connected. Hilarious. And then we need to get some molten copper through here, which is probably pretty easy to do if I knew what molten copper was. Sadly for me, I've never seen molten copper in my life. Except here. I wonder if that's going to fit through there. Molten copper is not what I need right now. I need these Badu Boyus. Okay. So now if we can somehow get this copper from here. I don't know if this is going to fit, but by Jingo we're going to try. The pipeline extent is not too much. I got scared there. I saw purple in the bottom corner. It made me think of WoW, like when someone sends you a whisper, and I'm like, oh no. For some reason, I don't even play WoW, but there was an instinctive part of me that goes, oh shit, that probably shouldn't be displayed. But it was just a pipeline connection. Also, this game doesn't have private messages, so I don't know what I was worried about. Okay. So we've got some good news for everyone. That appears to be the science that we required. Thunder Fury, Blessed Blade of the... yeah. That's the one. If we do this, then it's like someone's messaging that. Sorry, I like the typo there. It's the Blessed Blade of the Windseeker. The typo's adorable. I know that was not your intent. Your intent was not to have an adorable typo, but you failed. Your typo was adorable. Oh, it's off by 1. Disgusting. Filthy. Only worthy of death. Okay. You tried so hard. You tried so hard and you got so far, but in the end, didn't even matter. Every now and then Linkin Park comes back and reminds you that they exist. I like that shadow. That shadow's kind of cool. Okay, now with that... Yeah, see, this is probably the easiest science to make. This is the most generic science. We'll just fill the entire box with it. Who's gonna stop me? I'll tell you, thieves and ruffians. So you're trying to make more rocket silos. I'm cool with that. The idea is this is going to be where all the iron, steel, and copper comes from for Aquilo. When we get there. So we actually probably need more of these, but I'm not going to worry about that just yet. What matters right now is that we will probably have to start thinking about the circle very soon. They said it shouldn't be done, but we will do it anyway. Okay, so let's look at Lava U2. Lava U2 has some requests, which is some item counts. No, circuits, sorry. Get rid of that. Circuit, because we want to make sure it has fuel. We want cargo, because we want to make sure it has the bullets. Cargo? Item count. Yes. So, we're going to continue the greater than or equal to 20,000, because that just seems to work with these ships. And I don't think we really need to change that at this point. So this is not a huge important ship, it's just a ship that's going to exist. Thunder Oxidizer, yes. Bullets greater than or equal to 250. Okay, that's looking good. Then the next thing, and this is probably the big thing, you want cargo. Item count of cargo is greater than or equal to 1,000. Which currently isn't, that's fine. We haven't requested anything yet. We'll do that now. I'd like 1,000 of these, please. No, you know what? I would like 5,000 of these. My power has run out. Sorry? Sorry? What happened? We just had no power. Power was fine, power was dead. Okay then. That's distressing. I think we have a problem that we do not have enough sulfuric acid, honestly. No, that's not what I wanted. And I do not want those wires connected. I want this to be a separate network entirely. And I think I'm 100% right on the acid problem. We don't have enough acid coming through. Why not? Yeah, that's 100% the problem. The acid's not coming through fast enough. Okay. That is a minor problem that I had not considered at this until this very moment. But one over there. I mean, down there we have a yield of 63,000. Which would be utterly delicious. But we would need to deal with some boys. Or alternatively, we can just go over here. You know what, take the easy route. Always take the easy route first. Can we make gears? We can make gears. Now, somewhere in all of this, there's going to be a very mad boy. I've got 4 of these that I can use. That's it. If I do this... I don't know if that's going to be okay. Now this would probably go past my allowance for the pipeline extent. If it doesn't, then pipeline extent is a lie, and we should have never worried about it. $317 out of 320. We are so in. Isn't really gonna cut it though. Maybe it will. Maybe it will cut it for a little bit. The storage runs out. That's okay. And we do not connect this to anything. Okay, we'll go get some more power poles then, shall we? You gonna be like that, game? Not the game's fault, I know, but I'm going to blame the game. You know they say, don't hate the player, hate the game. Don't hate me. What they say. So, unfortunately, you now have to hate Factorio. I'm sorry. I'm sorry that this has had to happen. I really want to kill that worm. Maybe this worm. How big is this worm? Is it a small worm or a large worm? I gotta find the worm first. Oh where could that little worm be? Oh where could it be? It has a tail because it is just a worm. There is the worm. It's a small worm. Okay. Small worm. You don't have a lot in the way of bullets. In terms of armaments, we don't have a lot. Which is a little sad. Maybe this is a case where we come back for this. It's really struggling to get off the ground. That is some fluctuating power. That is something you never want to see. Makes a cool noise though when it gets working. Or it's like an angry cat. We have angry cat power. Not ideal. Okay. So the next part of the plan. Now, I'm not even going to hold any false assumptions that the pumps will be able to hold this far. I know that's... Okay, what are you? You're a small boy. Okay. So that's too far. That's okay. Not going to risk it. You know what? I happen to have the exact right number of pumps there. Alright, so that's gonna go. Oh, there's one. Oi, I haven't done anything. Don't get mad at me. We're not even in your territory, you little rude little worm. I didn't come all this way to get abused by you, you filthy little worm. Sorry. But I didn't. Okay. That's going to max out this thing. But I just want to see it happen because, you know, I've been told that, ooh, this is going to be the downfall of society. And so far, society's been pretty damn good. So I'd like to see the downfall of society, please. Pipeline overextended. There we go. That is probably where we want to be. And then we will put pipe pumps. That's fine. It's low power. We kind of saw that one coming. No! We didn't though! We didn't though! We didn't build on his territory. It's a liar. Wait, really? The worm is a liar. We didn't build on its territory. I've had enough of these bloody lying worms. Oh. I got a message from me mum. That's alright. Everything's good. I don't think that connected properly. In fact, I'm fairly certain it didn't. $320, that's not connected properly. Can we go a little bit further in? I think what we do is we do it here. That's 315 and that is... ooh, this could be close. 317, there we go. Problem solved. I'm not sure if it is actually connected. And do we have any radars? No. It was shot on iron plates. We didn't build over there though. I'm not sure. I'll figure it out when I get over there. I mean, the worm territories don't expand, do they? I know it's potentially a very silly question. Are we good for power now? We are and we're not. I think we have another minor problem. They do not. Then what's going on over there? Okay, that makes sense. I didn't think they did. Thank you for the clarification. Okay, I don't like the sound that's making. I think with 2 of these, we'll probably be okay. Why is production so spiky? Is consumption spiky? Oh. It's because the foundries themselves are like that. Weird. Okay, that's fine. I'll sort something out with that later. Oh, okay, I built one over there. Okay, so you know what? That was my fault. They're very hungry on power when crafting. They are, but it's just like, they're not consistent, which is the weird thing. It looks like this is the sort of thing you'd expect when your power is about to crap out and die. But this isn't what we're seeing. Like, that's just how the consumption is. It's probably just how they've cycled that way. Yeah. No, but it's not production. It's not production of steam. Sorry, I understand what you mean. This is production of power. So the power is there in the steam turbines. It's just not always needed. I think the actual problem is copper production is low. So I think if we added a couple more foundries for copper, I think that will fix some of our problems. Hey, Glowrask. How you doing? Glowrask? Alright, I probably said that wrong. Which, you know, for someone whose name is often said wrong, it seems like the biggest grievance one should possibly have with me. Okay, and all the stone goes into the lava to make us more stone. Glow? You know what? I will do that, thank you. I wonder. My stone is backing up? You are right, it is. That is a concern. It is a concern that we can easily fix, however. By simply throwing more away in a more violent manner. Remember, if at first you don't succeed, more violence. It is a good explanation if it was the problem that I had. I agree, it's a very good explanation though. That's not going to cause problems with power. Oh god, it caused problems with power. Never mind, let's undo that for a second. We may need... I wonder if adding additional storage tanks to molten iron and copper would make the power graph. I think it's iron and copper that makes the power graph really spiky. Because it's not, again, production of steam that's making it spiky. Production of steam is stable. The problem is the consumption of the power itself is why it's spiky. What I think I actually want to do, as wild as this may sound, is build another one of these somewhere. Unfortunately, I'm trying to build in the mountains. is not working particularly well for me. You know what? Here will work. There's just a couple of shitty trees that no one really cares about. All we need to do is get some calcite through here. And we will be Gucci, as they say. No we won't be. No we won't be. That's not sulfuric acid, you see. That is copper. Yeah, let's undo that. It was a good idea, I think, but... in fact, I think it's still good. I think we just move it inwards one. I think the plan is still amazing.
Thanks for your support.
Hey!
It may not be eternal, but at least you meow for me.
I don't know why it's just like you meow for me. It just sounds very... Anyway, Solburn, thank you so much for the 33 months. And may I say, meow meow meow, meow meow meow, meow meow meow, meow meow meow, meow meow meow. Meow meow meow, 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 meow meow. Thank you. 33 months. Truly appreciated. Sorry about the whole Eternal Top Cat thing. You'll get there one day, I promise. I'll rig it for you next time. I probably won't. I might, who knows? I'm dangerous, reckless, and wild. Who knows what I'll do? Can you make properly? No, it's not expensive. Oh, it's not expensive. No, it's not expensive in terms of, what's the thing? It's a matter of a lot of things. I'm dangerous and reckless. I am also reckless. There is no Rick involved here. I used to describe, when I worked in retail, I used to describe our area manager as a man without ruth, because he was ruthless. He was also a bit of a jerk, but that's unrelated. No, he wasn't. That's not fair. He wasn't a bit of a jerk. He was an absolute jerk. And maybe that was his job. Maybe his job was to just be a jerk. I don't know. He was very good at his job then. Okay. This little device will actually work pretty well for getting me everything I need. Out of curiosity, have we actually launched any rockets yet? No. Really? Because we don't have automatic requests on. Do you hate people? Are you a pretty big jerk? Then welcome on board. We require more jerks to bully, you know, university dropouts in a Dick Smith store. We were all pretty much university dropouts. Or university students. They didn't stay long though, because then they graduated and then they were gone. Funny that. Aspirations for a greater life. Jerks. A Dick Smith store. Dick Smith Electronics. It is long since out of business now. There is still a company by the same name, but it's not the same company. I know. Australians will know of Dick Smith. They will lament it. They'll lament the death of Dick Smith. New Zealanders will also know it, but it was an Australian chain store. If I have 5 prods, having a single speed beacon helps a lot. Consider beacons on my EMPs. I haven't built a single EMP. Dick Smith, that's what it's called. Dick Smith Electronics. It was named after a man by the name of Dick Smith. I know. I used to say, like, you know, goldsmiths work with gold. You know, metalsmiths work with metal. And a Dick Smith, well, you better believe we work with dicks. And we did, because it was retail. And when you work in retail, everyone sucks. I have EMPs making blue circuits. Yeah. Well, we don't have enough red circuits, do we? That's the real problem. Because we have no plastic. Why do we have no plastic? Ah, we're doing this old chain. Why do we have no X? Because we have no Y. Why do we have no Y? Because we have no this. And why do we have no this? Oh, no, absolutely enjoy it. Like, you know... But I grew up knowing about Dick Smith Electronics, and like, you'd go there and it was just like a bunch of TVs and cabling and shit. And, you know, it was a very exciting place to be. And then one day I got to work for them. And I hated it. That's not necessarily true. I liked my co-workers. My co-workers were actually pretty cool. At the time, I don't speak to any of them anymore, but, you know, at the time, they were pretty cool. No, it wasn't Dick Smith, it was Dick Smith. The word was actually Dick in this case. Yes, I know, everyone remembers the Dick sealant ad. You know what, everyone remembers the Dick sealant ad except me. I don't know it. Made a game called what? Dick Smith? Dick Smith. Okay. The Dick sealant commercial is not a real one. Oh, that's probably why I don't know it. I just... somehow that just flew under my radar. I'm not a... Oh, we're sending off more. It's a comedy thing. Oh, okay. Now I feel a little less uncultured. Like, I know people link it a lot, but I've never actually watched it. Because I'm like, guys, you don't have to make fun of me. I know my accent's stupid, but, you know. Got really sad there. Guys, I know my accent's stupid. What do you want me to do about it? Where am I building my roboports? Oh, I thought we were already building these. Yeah, I am. Are we out of fuel for me? It's a train. We don't ask questions about that train. The less we ask about that train, the happier we'll be. The train carrying Bioflux ran out of fuel. On Novice. If that means something to you, you know why I'm frustrated by that train. It was a real oopsie moment, shall we say. Sorry, you're right. It ran out of boy flux. I've got to call it the correct thing. Bioflux. accent's just a joke to you all, isn't it? Yes, yes it is. So it shall remain. Okay. The calcite is doing well. Copper ore is doing well. Everything is just kind of doing well. I honestly think we're probably looking at moving on very soon. At least to start getting... Sorry, yes, the train ran out of fuel, but it was carrying bioflux. Right? So now it's carrying nothing but spoilage. And it was going to feed this thing so I could make eggs. But you'll note... it all just went to hell because, of course it did. Because the bioflux ran out, and then it all just sort of shat itself in a most undignified way. I think it's always important that when you shit yourself, you have to do it in a dignified manner. You know? That might say more about me than it says about you. The Fires of Retribution? Fires of Retribution is just a ship. It's actually what most of my ships are based off. The reason I call it that is because I had a ship, it didn't make it, and then I got mad and I called the next one the Fires of Retribution. Mad is the wrong term. I was more upset. Upset is probably a better term. It's a very basic design. I've just made it like multiple times. The perfect circle is going to be my next ship type, but it's not finished yet. We might need to make a bigger circle. I haven't decided yet. But the perfect circle is going to be the next generation of ships. I don't know how many I'll make, but probably not many, because I'm not really going to go too far into this. Because once it's done, I don't really see much need to keep playing, because I'm not really doing achievement hunting right now. I just want to get it done so then I can start on the next project, which I really think it should be Hypercube. I really want to do Hypercube. I don't know if that's been updated to 2.0 though. I feel it probably hasn't. That'd be a shame. It has? Oh, Hypercube it is. One of the first... Okay, well then we're doing Hypercube next, guaranteed. It's in pies. Pies. Okay. We're doing Hypercube next. Ultra Cube, sorry. Okay, well then we're doing Ultra Cube next. So, as I said, we're not really doing achievements here, we're just sort of finishing the game so we can be like, yes, we finished it. We will come back and do achievements at some point. The Ultra Cube dev is a chill dude, a chill guy. You know what? I appreciate a chill guy. I am pro chill guy. He's British. No. You had to ruin it for me, didn't you? I'm kidding. I have nothing against the Brits. Not actually. I joke that I do, but I really don't. Hit him at the land. Oh, awesome. Always glad to hear that. You know what, in all seriousness, I'm always happy to hear when people are actually genuinely nice people. I'm always worried that when I, like, think someone's cool, and then it's like I find out that they're just like, you know, giving a big wave to a person from the 1930s. And it makes me like, oh. You're looking forward to Planet Mods being more mature? Yeah, I feel that glow. I feel that. What's this? Oh, I saw this! Yeah, let's have more planets. I now that we can have planets, let's have more planets. Actually, can we put that over here maybe? More planets mod. I mean, who doesn't want more planets, right? I mean, you know, oh, I've had this game for like 2 months. Man, I wish there was more planets. This is the problem with Factorio. I'm just like a friggin' locust. I get something and I go, it's good. Can I have more? And it's like, I just hunger. I am just constantly, and I apologize for the phrasing I use, but constantly horny AF for more Factorio. And I'm sorry I had to say that, but I did have to say that. Where's my water? There it is. Alright. Back into space where we belong. I mean, yeah, I think... I 100% agree, Glow. I'm just excited to see more Factorio. So generally, I like to play like big overhaul mods. That's what I like to play. And so I will gladly take more overhaul mods. One day I will do Pi. I'm committed to that. One day I will do Pi. I don't know when, but one day. Item count of... Actually, you know what? We've done this wrong. We need to add another station. There's Novice. Because that unloads there. Item count. I really wish it would say cargo, because that's what I'm always looking for, because that's what it says I should be looking for. Have I done SC and K2? I've done SC. I don't think I'll ever go back to SC though. Quite frankly, I think SC was fun. But I've done it. And I didn't love it. I didn't hate it. Sure, I didn't figure out quite how the arcospheres work. But I could, if I'd spent another 20 hours on it, I probably would have got there eventually. Guess he took way too long after he modded it to make it easier. I think I did SE pretty speedily, honestly. I think I'm generally pretty quick with things because I don't build to make them long lasting, I build them to make them enough. Which, once I've done enough, I'm like, well, I'm satisfied. Okay, so that's 3 planets that have been conquered. Aquilo is, of course, next. No. Probably not. Probably not. Unless there's an achievement for it, probably not. Not that I have anything against people doing that, of course, it's just... I'm just probably not going to do it. I don't really do mega bases. I just do like a base to complete a objective and then something else. Then the next thing. Okay. Here comes the science. I mean, I would, but then again, maybe I love mega basing. I didn't think I would like speedrunning until I had to try and do the finish the game in 8 hours thing, and I quite enjoyed that. And then I got into the speedrun database, and they all went kind of a little bit crazy. I think my numbers don't feel like something the space age wants you to do. I think, while I agree with you, Splee, I don't think mega basing is a thing that Factorio really wants you to do. Like, you can, but you don't need to. There's no huge numbers on Factorio. Hello, true noob. A noob. How you doing? Welcome. I think it's, you know what it is? It's, the whole great thing about Factorio is you can play the game however you bloody like. And let's be honest, that's one of the truest, greatest things about Factorio. Do you want a mega base? The game lets you. Do you want to just do a bunch of large mods? The game lets you do that too. Do you want to, you know, do all of the stuff? The game bloody lets you do that too. And that is the biggest strength of Factorio. Trash base, game lets you. Damn right it does. I'm here with my trash base and it's working just fine. And honestly, I think also the Factorio community is absolutely embracing of people doing their weird and wonderful bullshit. And that also makes me incredibly happy. The fact that the community goes, wow, you did what now? Cool. That's strange, but okay. Like, that's such a huge thing, I think, for the community to be able to just be excited about someone else's bullshit. And I mean, Factorio players are just, honestly, and I say this with no sarcasm at all, truly some of the best gamers I've ever been around. Like, they just love the game, they love the community, and they want people to enjoy it. Like, Factorio No, which is a subreddit that is just wonderful. Those people adore the game. They love it. Okay, here's the plan. Okay. There's a certain big content creator talking about the right way to play Factorio. Yeah, no. I don't know who that would be. Who says the right way to play? Because there is no right way to play Factorio. I think we all know that. I don't watch him, so that's fine. You know what? That's fine. He's allowed to say whatever he wants. I think attitude is it is BS, but you know what? That's their opinion, man. And they're allowed it. And they're allowed to be wrong. Ow. One. No more than one egg, please. If you're the respected community, just post stuff that you effed out completely in a way they'd not see yet. Or just make it bigger than they expected to see. They love that too. Oh, we've got a minor problem here with when is spoilers coming back? actually need to look at Gleba for that, don't I? Oh. At some point I want to go back to Gleba, I think. I don't know when that time is, but one day. Kind of his brand. He's the new player's Factorio genius. I mean, despite the fact, like, in all seriousness, like, the player that I, like, really respect their builds and that sort of thing, I just love looking at, what's his name? Dosh's builds. I don't necessarily agree with him on everything, but I love his builds. And being able to put a bit of humor into, excuse me, into Factorio, which, let's be honest, is a bit of a dull game. Brilliant. Need that. Okay. He encourages people to use his blueprints. Oh no, it's because I've been streaming for like 3-ish years now, mostly Factorio. People come in and tell me how to do things, like, or not how. Some people come and tell me how to do things, but some people also like, hey, should I build things exactly the way you're doing? And I'm like, no, just do your own thing. Your own thing is going to be far better, and you're going to understand it. Like, my way of building is haphazard and reckless, and it works for me. But it might not work for you. Yeah, it's... taking other people's designs takes the game out of the game. Well, there's that Soren Johnson quote again there, isn't there? That Soren Johnson quote does a lot of work. I think we all know it to some degree. All your bases look like Factorio game cover, just chaos. You know what, those are my favourite bases to look at too, in all seriousness. Like, those bases are just, they're beautiful. They are so beautiful. I love them. No joke, I see them and it makes me so happy. Yeah, or if you're trying to learn something and it's just not sort of clicking for you, I get that too. Because let's be honest, Factorio is not an easy game. And us as a community, we do tend to forget that. We forget how difficult Factorio was when we started. Like, I say this from people, if you're not actually experiencing the game, you're like, what a weird thing to say. Come back to that line in like 2 years of playing, like, and a couple of thousand hours of game time, and you'll know what I mean. Like, these huge insurmountable things, like when you get to blue signs and you gotta figure out oil, oh my god, how? How do you do that? It's impossible. You know, you stop playing, you come back a month later, you try again, you sort of get it enough. I mean, C-Block was the thing that made me go, I am never afraid of oil ever again. Because after C-Block, if you're still afraid of oil, then, you know, you got other problems, buddy. After C-Block, like, oil is just not a problem. Because the very first thing you gotta do in C-Block is electrolyzers, and you immediately have to work with hydrogen, oxygen, and the spoiling of them along with the resources. And then all of a sudden you've got like 6 different types of water in the first half hour of C-Block. People played Factorio for thousands of hours. And then Fulgora and Gleba. Yeah. I mean, I always loved Fulgora. I loved Fulgora since the moment I heard about it. I was just like immediately in love with Fulgora. Gleba? You know what? Okay. Gleba was a bitch to start off with. now that I understand Gleba, I kind of like it. I kind of don't hate Gleba. I would like, no joke, a planet that is all Gleba. Like, just Gleba. Nothing else, just Gleba. More types of... I know this was a thing in... not test, what's the word I'm looking for? I don't know. Give me a second. I'll get there in a second. My brain just isn't braining right now. Before the game came out, there was a thing where they were like, oh, we had like 7 types of fruits. And it was too much. In design, there were 10 plants. And they go, that's too many. And you know what I say to that Soulburn? You know what I say? Give me 20. I want more. But there is a mod that is all Gleba all the time. 20 freaking plants. I will play that mod. You can quote me on that. I don't give a shit. I will play that mod and I will hate every second of it, but I will play it. And I will love it while hating it. The Gleba is weird. Everything is spoiling. Oh, you know what? In this new Gleba, there shouldn't just be spoil. There should be like multiple types of spoilage. I want to be threatened by this planet. I want to feel unsafe. I want to feel just gross. I want to look at Stream Night and think, oh shit, I gotta do that again. That's what I want. I want Ultra Gleba. And if the game can give me Ultra Gleba, I will take Ultra Gleba. I will regret saying this when Ultra Gleba comes along. I don't want it as part of a different mod. I just want Ultra Gleba. You start the game, it's Gleba. Made a mod that adds spoilers to everything. I mean, that's fine too. That's good. You always knew I was strange. I respect that. It's because it's a challenge, right? The challenge seems fun. Okay. Your ships have no storage space? No, I know, they don't need it. That's what the job of the circle is. The perfect circle, specifically. Okies. We're gonna get this stuff working now. So I only ever want one egg to exist. Hot take. Quality things that spoil should spoil on the next quality down instead of taking long to spoil. You know what, True Noob? I agree, but I disagree on a fundamental point. I think when they go to the next one down, I think they should be starting at half. I don't think they should be at full. I like the idea, I just don't think they should start at full quality level. Quality, unfortunately, is a kind of painful thing to deal with because machines don't take quality the way you would intuitively think they do. I don't have a problem with that, it's just you do have to build weirdly. But, yeah. I'm sick of killing these bugs over and over. You know what? I'm not sick of killing these bugs over and over again. It just seems like I should stop. It seems like a crime is being done and I'm doing nothing about it. Apologies to the bane of your existence. I'm waiting for spoilers to show up so I can start making my bio labs. My boy labs. Here we go. Quality is optional. So, but I know you were a big anti to quality. You feeling better about quality these days? Can we go spoiled first, please? You wrote it. You weren't anti. You were anti like the rerolls, though, weren't you? I know. I know you wrote a mod for it, but I know you were. Anti might be the wrong way to put it. I know you had concerns. I thought the mod was to sort of see if your concerns were viable. But I could be wrong on that understanding. Anti-nuts? Why should always be anti-nuts? Unless they're pro-nuts. And don't ask me about my pro-nuts. See the joke I made there? Is it pro-nut? Nah, don't worry about it. Wasn't actually that good a joke. One could also absolutely ask me about my pronouns. I don't give a shit. He, him. There you go. We're there now. What am I doing? Biolabs. Did I see the new Elden Ring thing? I saw there was a new Elden Ring thing. I didn't see what it was. This is kind of like the Infested Terran building, except doing the reverse Infested Terran. Da 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 da. Okay. And then we give it eggs. We make eggs. And then that gives us... You could say I'm being a little bit too safe here, but I don't care. And they go over here. It's mission-based roguelike co-op boss rush whatever. Ooh! Depending on the price, I might be keen on that. I got a friend who would probably love it. However, he'd hate playing with me. That's not true. He'd probably be okay with it. You gotta be safer. Yeah. 40 bucks. 80 bucks. Would I do that for 80 bucks? I might do it for 80 bucks. What if we do it out here? One thing I do need to consider with these is the obvious time when bioscience melts itself. So maybe out here. So we need how many sciences? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Okay, well, that's 12. No, that's 6. So if we do it like this... And then how do we get rid of... Foliage? Do it like this. Obviously. When boy science stays out past his bedtime. Then there's a spot for a beacon. Ah. 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 Ugh. 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 No, then there's a spot for a beacon. If I move the inserters down, there's a spot for 2 beacons. Is that your point? Or actually, yeah, wait. Cat that licked a lemon. There's space for 2 beacons. Alright, that's fine. Look, sometimes cat gotta lick a lemon, okay? You know what? Quality may be optional, but you know what else is optional? Beacons. You know what? Beacons are fine. Beacons are actually okay. I got nothing against beacons. It's just... I haven't built them. I haven't got around to it. I actually have nothing against beacons. I just haven't done it. Sure, I mean, they're nicer, I agree, and they make more sense, but... You like a beacon, but you hate a continuous... Okay, I think what I actually hate is not beacons, I hate the mentality that you get into with beacons where everything must be super beaconed up the wazoo with the finest of shit. That's... and... I can build beacons, I just don't use them. I don't like thinking about beacons. Now, to be fair, I say that my bases in, what's it called? C-Block all turned out to be pretty beacon heavy later on. But it doesn't mean I like them. How do we feel about that? I feel pretty good. So if we do that, we'll put some beacons in though, because it seems like the right thing to do. We have to make beacons then. Okay, how do we make beacons? Steel, copper cable, electric... okay. Down here seems like the appropriate beacon place. Steel, copper, cable, greens, reds. Well, I mean, here is almost the perfect spot, I just have no steel. Hello. I can try them? Okay. Sorry everyone, I've been given some chips to try. My wife is making me test things on camera again. They're salsa flavored. Hmm? They're not bad. Hmm? I mean, I could have the other one. That little K is smashed with his knees. My fault. Thank you. I got snacks. Okay. Lil K's been, we bought a box of small bags of chips, these ones, popcorners. He found the box and he took them all out of there, and then he crawled around on them, so they're probably all just shattered. Parent life. If your son doesn't just shatter all your chips before you even get to eat one, then, you know, do you even have a child? Could I have stopped him? Of course I could have stopped him, but I didn't. Why? Because I just couldn't be bothered, man. I just could not be bothered. So it's on me. We'll see how bad they are when I open them. They're probably fine. Okay, I would like to get this copper. Hello, copper. And then... there we go. We got our beacons. Are you monsters happy now? I'm kind of happy. I've been meaning to automate that for hours. One thing I should have done actually. Spoiled. Oh. Try again, shall we? Outwards, please. Okay, I see the problem. We gotta go angry ghost. Playing space platform block, and they replace the regular recipe of space platform with two. Space platform block. How long is space platform block? Because that sounds like something that I would play. By its name alone. Spoiled first. Boy, these labs, I know, right? Okay, my USB apparently is dying all over the place. Remember this happened last summer as well, and I was like, oh, maybe because it's hot. Now I'm kind of feeling that is actually probably the answer. Yep, nope, I'm seeing that. Don't worry, I'm seeing that. That's, not quite the desired results. You know what? We just do it that way. If they get eaten, they get eaten. Why are we not making more? Why do we have... Hang on. Oh, what are we short on? The knowledge is pretty similar to vanilla, but you're a guy on a space platform. Okay. Oh, yeah, that sounds fun enough. Doesn't sound like something I'd hate. Right, we need an additional bioflux. Okay, that's kind of annoying. But it happened. The whole little bacteria thing for oil processing is managing spoiling. That sounds fun. You know what? That might be a fun thing to play later. How long it is? Concrete boilers, heat pipes. Okay. Well, we should have concrete somewhere. In fact, we probably have concrete in here somewhere. This was a mistake. And yet, I was right. Wasn't there somewhere? I don't really care about how much what we do with the heat, honestly. I just want to burn it. And just to be on the right side of history, we'll also request spoilage. It just happens to be around. It's nice to be on the right side of history for a change. Doesn't happen often. Okay. How do we feel about this so far? Feeling decently good. I think we go one more along. Beep, beep. Yeah, that's probably fine. It'll sort itself out eventually. Why are you not requesting anything? Storage chests. I don't want it in storage chests. Wouldn't it be, you know, coming? On the same network. Whatever. I don't care anymore. Lies said by man who cares. Okay. That's yellow science. We are just gonna belt all this across. Why? Because I am reckless and wild. Oh god. But not like that. God, not like that. We need everyday good stuff, please. Could have done that with shift. I could have. And yet it appears that I did not. What conclusions can we draw from that? Do not draw any real conclusions from that. Oh, we missed. You're not an artist, you don't draw. I'm not an artist, but I draw. It is usually a mistake. You know what? Oh, draw conclusions. I see what you've done there. I'm not a rapper. Nor a rapper, that's true. I'm not a rapper, nor am I a rapper. Interesting. You're doing space mining. Didn't think it's a Seif style thing. What are you talking about? What doing space mining? Oh, you mean like the fact that I'm getting some iron in? Laser turrets are one. Yeah, well, because it's actually there for the space science. I thought, well, while I'm there, the laser turrets are there just in case it all goes to hell again. It's like, okay, Splee. You know those old cities, or like cities that have been around for a while, where they've got like, they had a wall around them, and as the town expanded around them because, quite frankly, they didn't need to expand the city wall anymore. The wall remains because it's now like a touristy thing. That's the lasers. This is like, you know, back in 1822, these lasers defended us from rival houses. House Blingo was over there, and they were bad, bad people, House Blingo, but we, with our lasers, protected ourselves and our civilians. For a modest fee. You know, that's what those lasers are. People go, Mister, what was House Blingo? Well, we murdered every single one of them. Wait, what? Oh, yes. Violently and brutally. And that's why we have Blingo Eradication Day. We what? Yes. When we murdered every single one of House Blingo. For goodness! Thank you for following Immortal Beans. Unless dropping off from House Blinko, in which case we was always worried about that last immortal one. Well, there was rumors there were vampires. That's not true. They weren't vampires, but you know what? That was just the rumors. Yeah. So it's like in Auckland, there is like at the university, there is this big stone wall with like entrances like that. So you can see like through a little window through that, and it's because you can point your musket through there and shoot people on the outside. It's like, oh, this was the defensive wall. It's like that. You know, there's just walls that were just needed for many years ago when there was a war. There is no longer a war, but there was for a time. There was a war in Ba Sing Se. Was. Now there is not. Now there is no war in Ba Sing Se. You got a wall of gun turrets with like 16 yellow mags. Yeah, exactly. Just to remind you of, like, the dark times. And remember that the dark times are never gone while House Blingo remains. I thought you said they were all dead. Yes. But House Blingo will return. As foretold in legend. I'm really curious about this House Blingo that I just randomly said. I was just trying to not, like, say an actual thing which, like, could be culturally inoffensive, but now House Blingo is all I can think about. I am deeply concerned about House Blingo. So, yellow... Oh, right, some of them haven't even been made yet. Okay. Yeah. Put those back in there, please. Colors of the sciences, yeah. Someone did a tier list of what would be the most delicious. And I think I looked at the tier list and I think they were wrong. Like, that was my ultimate. Can we not be trashing unrequested stuff right now? Because I think we're just trashing my science that I actually do want. You plan. I'm gonna just put that down through there. We're just gonna move a historical artifact. Question it. We all do it. We never saw the most two attractive House Blingo twins die. They disappeared from view as the rubble fell around. Obvious sequel hooks are obvious. Yes. I was going to say oblivious sequel hooks, but that's the wrong word. House Blingo, they were rather incestuous. Some would say that's their draw. I would not. I am not a pervert. But sometimes, late at night, I like to write fan fiction about them. Oh ho. And are they saucy? You can't keep not drawing conclusions. Out of the law. I mean, I don't know. Where's Gleba Science? It's coming. It's actually coming right now. The Gleba Science is coming, and everybody's jumping. There's science on the belts. We are sort of happy. Sort of. We have lots of spoilage. It is a minor problem. Don't know how to fix it. It is a major problem. It could be. I mean, it did stop for other reasons, and that's fine. That's okay. I really wanted to get the train back so I could pick up the boys when the boys arrive. Sushi science? I mean, I could do sushi science. Wouldn't be unheard of me doing sushi. Right, we need to concern ourselves about what happens when the boys come down the line. Because boys are always coming down the line, whether you like it or not. The boys are back in town. Oh god, the boys are back in town. Okay, and no science comes through there yet because the station actually been created yet. It turns out Gleaver science the milkshake. What, it brings all the boys to the yard? Not all girls. Most girls. But not all girls. Okay. We have epic quality any moment now. Cool. I can teach you, but I'd rather eradicate your house. Hmm. Yes, I suppose that's a valid proposition. Why have I got a bunch of logistics bots? I don't need these. Get out of here. You know what? I just had that same question. I wasn't sure myself. Perfect timing for that question, honestly. You don't get a much better time for that question. Okay. Carbon fiber is next, I imagine. We're probably going to have to go to Gleba to work that out, but that's okay. Okay, so now we're going to use the secret and forbidden technologies of beacons. Oh! It makes a nice noise. That was nice. That made me happy. Beep, beep. I think we have these existing. Don't think I like it though. Oh, I hate that. Okay, you know what? We'll go the other way. Do I even have that speed science? Does that even exist? I don't think I make speed 2s. I don't even make speed 2s. So maybe I should make speed 2s before doing what I just did. Fusion modules from chips to 3 different kinds of... Oh no, do not fall for like Splee's enthusiasm for sushi. I've never been so confused in a speed run than that moment. And I don't really do speed runs, but I was confused. I mean, it worked. It did well for us, but I was very confused. Just make twos. It's easy enough. Just make twos, baby. Just make twos, baby. Just make some twos. Okay. Whoop. Whoop. It makes two. Ah, Pen and I need to finish It Takes Two. We were really enjoying it. Just one day we put it down, we never picked it up again. Like, we really were enjoying it. This is a problem. Okay. First off, no, I hate that. I hate that. I hate that so much. I would be better off to... Where do we make low densities? Oh god, would we have to go back there? You know what? No, I hate that. I was worried this was going to happen with low densities, and then it did. Ah! No, stop. Call the police. I'm afraid. You know what? No, 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 no. I've actually got the perfect setup for this. It's this. I'm doing something, game. Okay, and I assume this is... No, that's not doing the same problem. Okay, let's reconnect this and see if this works. I mean, it will work. It's just gotta... It's nice to know that my parameter thing, while it was a great idea, wasn't actually completed properly. Now, what we also need to do is get my quality module 2s. through there. Those race conditions based on the order of stacks and the chest, amazing. And it'll be fine. Probably. It'll be fine for hours until it breaks, and then Splee will be like, well, I told you this was going to happen. I'll be like, I knew it. I know. The goal is to clear the chest so more stuff can go in and they'll achieve that goal. If it breaks, we can fix it later. Exactly! The copper is now proving to be a problem. But, what do we do when we have too much copper? You know what we do when we have too much copper? Oh my god, it's so obvious what we do. It's so funny. It's so obvious what we do. It's the best. What do? We have too much copper? Or anything? We just recycle them. We just put them back in there. It's filthy. It's absolutely filthy. And then we go like this. Oh my god, I hate myself just a little bit more today. I mean, now it won't break. Now it's just horribly inefficient. Well, I mean, it will still break because I haven't connected it properly, but once I do this, the race condition's over. They said it shouldn't be done. They were right. Don't we have, do we have upgraded ones of these available? I thought we did. I think we do. We do. Oh ho ho. There we go. Sorry. What is this? It's graceful, that's what it was. Oh. That's not how this works. I could teach you, but I have to charge it better if there were Tesla turrets. These other gigabyte. Oh, because they would charge. Haha. Yes, you're right. That would look better. There we go. There is no longer a race condition. You can no longer be accused of racism. I mean, for this specifically. I would probably like them to be on the other side of the belt. Is that possible? No, they're... Oh. Okay. I would like it done like that. No, it was correct actually. That was correct. I want it like that. But I want this side to be taken first. Oh, there's a blue one in there. How quaint. It looks like we ran out of rocket turrets. No, yeah, we ran out of sciencey things. That's okay. Sometimes we all run out of sciencey things. Asteroid reprocessing. Let's get those started. I wonder what the spinny thing is. Oh, I guess it's the science. Oh, it's a centrifuge. What a beautiful machine. Oh, I'm just marveling at this machine design. So you got this bit here that puts a new one on, so it spins like a 20% to put a new one on. I don't know how it fills, but what a delightful machine they've built. You got a little air conditioner down there. Lovely. Got to make sure your boy labs are kept cold. It's beautiful. While this is happening, by the way, are these still okay? Are still cool? How's Gleba doing? Using natives for their own gains. Why, yes, we're British now. But we're doing the British thing. Could be worse. We could be doing the Belgian thing. Don't look at the Belgian thing. I mean, maybe you should actually. Horrifying. Real shit was done by them. Shit that was so horrible and abhorrent, the rest of the world was like, oh my god. Like, what? We're only removing people's hands. I really have no need for that. I mean, personal batteries. Maybe we should sort out personal batteries at some point, because we still have personal battery 1s. A bit pathetic. We can make personal battery 2s here pretty easily. They just need processing units, low densities, and personal battery 1s. Personal battery 1s just needs... Okay. Yeah, it isn't too difficult. We need steel and batteries. Okay. Neither of those should be particularly difficult to gather. So one would argue that I would need 200 steel. Let's just take my batteries out. That's probably a good start. Then I would need more batteries, I suppose. I would need 50 of those, so I think we're lacking steel. There we go. So that'll give me 3. Let's go with the 5. Let's go with the 4 because we can't have them. Let me guess. You want to stack another 10, don't you? Probably. Energy capacity 250 megajoules. That's probably fine for the moment. We probably didn't need to research that, but we did. Okay. What else do we need for Aquilo? Just rocket turrets, which need carbon fibers. Okay. I think it is time, the walrus said, to speak of many things. Of ships and sails and I don't know the rest of that. I was doing well though for a start. What is the productivity of my labs? They are 24, but they have science pack drain 50%. So really that's an extra 100% productivity when you really think about it. Yeah, they're doing well enough. They're pretty speedy too, actually. You know what I need to do, actually? This is the dumbest thing. Are they still doing it? We need to get rid of those old labs. I don't think they're doing anything, but we do need to get rid of them. Oh no, I know what's happening. No! They're not yours. Don't take my lab children. Blues and reds go down that way now. Where do they... They're fine, actually. It's a weird way of doing things, but sure. My lab's doing. They're doing fine. They are doing 260 science per minute. That's acceptable, quite frankly. Yeah, I mean, I'm reasonably happy with what I'm seeing. Wait, are you still being supplied with bullets? I mean, I probably could just get rid of them, but I just kind of like having them there now. What if we need the gun turrets against behemoth biters with yellow ammo? What if? We didn't even consider that, did we? Now, I don't think I ever need this much... These eggs... Oh, are the eggs used for anything else? That's something I haven't checked, actually. Egg. The eggs are used for other things. They're used for productivity 3s. Oh, see. I didn't expect that. Okay, also overgrowth jelly nut soil. That's pretty good, actually. That allows you to build into more biomes if you really wanted to. Plus we need the for Promethium, but I don't think we actually need to make Promethium to finish the game. I don't think that's required. Okay, so we will let that continue. I don't know if we need it to continue, but whatever. We need carbon fiber. Now it's carbon and Yumiko mash. Yumiko mash is always just a right pain. Okay. Artificial Yumiko soil. Let's go back into that actually real quick. So that was the thing I was looking at. If we take 10 beta eggs, we can make... Hang on a moment. That doesn't read correctly in my mind. It only makes one? Are you shitting me? It only makes one. So I would need to take 90 beta eggs into space to just be able to make one extra plant. Really? I say really like I don't know the answer. The answer is yes, really. It's fancy planting. It is fancy planting. Yeah, I know there's normal planting, but basically instead of being in the yellow, it can also plant in the green. Which the... Can we just turn off pollution for a second? Wonderful. So... Turn off... that, thanks. So the green is also here. Not really even in the green that much though, are we? I mean, actually, honestly, we'd probably do better to have more plants there. They're so close. Ah, they just got over here. Like, they're fine. They're chilling. We could always come back with artillery turrets and just deal with that. Which would be pretty funny, actually. I would like that. But the crux of the issue is we need more Yumiko mash. Yeah, this part here would need the artificial soil, as would all of this part. This part probably wouldn't grow at all because it's the wrong... It's blue marsh. Yeah, blue marsh is not going to cut it. Green marsh would be fine. Are those vibrating wildly? Do they normally do that? Do they always vibrate wildly? These ones aren't vibrating at all. Are these ones sick? Anyway. So we could potentially think about making more Yumiko mash. So the reason why I'm kind of hesitant on that is Yumiko mash is already the one that was already kind of a well, actually... You know what we need to do? We need to work on the perfect circle. This time. They said it shouldn't be done. Oh, Spoils is coming back. Maybe the problem with the perfect circle is we were trying to make a perfect circle. What we need is rockets. Can't make rockets until we have carbon, I just realized. Wah wah. The perfect circle is... You know what? The perfect circle is just my yacht. Where I should see it. Maybe I should just be honest and say the perfect circle is a shit design and we need to actually do a better one. But I don't know if I can admit to that. No, I can't admit to that. Children who are wrong. You know what? Okay. I'm not going to make my own decision. I'm going to make a poll. We destroy the circle. If the answer is no, we're not going to build the circle. We're just going to leave it there as a reminder that the circle did exist, and we build a brand new thing. The answer is yes, then we just use that platform. The question is, do we have to be forever reminded of our hubris? Apparently I just had like a couple of packs left. They're done now, but hey, at least they didn't spoil. Oh, here comes the science. Hello, science. I feel like I should really speed up that belt. You desire both destruction and hubris. Well, we gotta make a choice. Whenever Panda calls her mum, you know, Panda and I both, whenever we call our mums, we always have the like phone pointing towards Lil K, so that way the first thing they see is Lil K, and they can always like greet him first. Because let's be honest, that's who they really want to speak to. They don't want to speak to us. They want to speak to the baby. And whenever Panda calls up her mum always starts off with "Hello, baby," and quietly in the background, I always say "hello," which just makes Panda just shake her head. It's like, "Hello, baby." I'm like, "Hi." And Panda's like, "Stop doing that. It's weird." And I'm like, "It's super weird. That's why I'm doing it." If it wasn't weird, I wouldn't do it. Look at them go, yeah. The fact that the freshness of the packs is low means they do get consumed a lot faster. That's okay. Imagine if we come over to the freshness of these ones, they're probably not going nearly as fast. Yeah, they're not. Much fresher on the left side. But the good news is, it looks like, yeah, science is done. Let's discover Aquilo. So really the goal of discovering Aquilo is getting to the point of railguns, right? That's what you need to do to win the game. Get the railguns. Hubris wins, build a square. Okay, as usual, I have to make my own mind. Thank you for that, guys. I try to avoid that. The answer is we make our new one. We are going to... The tires better than hubris. We will call it a perfect circle. Mothball. Mothballed. We will never build it. We will delete that part. That's how the ship stays forever. Remember the time that we tried to make a perfect circle. Okay, storage container. No, that's a dull name. So what I want is a ship to go out to Vulcanus and then be able to go to Aquilo with a bunch of resources. That's going to be carrying steel, iron, and copper from a volcano planet to An ice planet. We need a fun name for it. What have we got? I know we've got a good name, I just don't know what it is. You know, it doesn't matter what it is right now. Called pending for now. Ship of Thrones? Not loving that one, sorry. Volcano to ice, like Gleba bypass. I mean, what are they going to get at Gleba that they're not they're going to need? That's a good question, actually. What are they going to get in Gleba? Is there anything worth getting in Gleba? That Aquilo would need. I don't think so. I don't think there's anything there they would want or need. I guess that's why I never got those. I'm gonna have to delete these one day. Step 1, build big square. At that point, it's going to request a lot of foundation. That's cool. If most ships don't start like that, I don't know how they're going to start. Like, that's a cool way to start a ship, right? Luckily, you have mini silos, exactly. Here they come. Look at the frames, they're remaining static. Wasn't sure if that was going to happen. The goal of the pending is to be a transport carrier from Vulcanus to Aquilo. The name is not set yet. I need a good joke name. I haven't got a good joke for it yet. When we get a good joke, then we'll keep it, but from Vulcanus specifically, yes. Fire and Ice is like a lame name that I thought of, but I was like, no, that sucks. And it's going to be a big square, because... it's going to start as a big square, it'll turn into something a little more organic as we go along. We're going to need rocket launchers on it, which means... Why from Vulcanus? Because it's got a lot of iron, steel, and copper. And unless I'm mistaken, you don't get iron, steel, and copper in Aquilo. No, you see. SEA. Come on, man. Puns are your thing. So, just a late tribute act? I don't get it. So I think the first thing we actually need to do is we need to get a ship that is here, and we need to probably go to Gleeba to make carbon. So let's go do that first. So we can keep working on that ship anywhere. Fire and Ice just seems like a really cheesy Vegas magician theme, which is why we're not naming it that. Exactly, yeah, no, it's a terrible name. Glad you understand that. I was actually thinking of like an old game where you played some sort of elemental fox. It wasn't very good. Not just because I had to be a furry, but it wasn't a very good game. You know what? I want to know more about Fire and Ice. I never thought about it before. Fire and Ice Amiga. Who made that game? Oh, sorry. Fire and Ice, The Daring Adventures of Cool Coyote. You called your character Cool Coyote. What? What's an elemental? Oh, that's not bad. Was reviewed by one publication at the time, 92%. Cool Coyote is a great ship name. You know what? There we go. It's the Adventures of Cool Coyote. There we go. That's a good name. It's Cool Coyote until deemed a better name comes along. Cool. I literally just read this word. Coyote. Okay. Cool Coyote. There we go. The player takes control of Cool Coyote. That's funny. I like that a lot. It's like, not even Wikipedia is quite sure about how good this name is. It's like, no, we're not calling him cool. That's just his name. His father was probably Bogus Coyote. How these things work, right? Okay, we've got one... Oh god, why are we not making many of these? We have the same problem here. We kind of do. We kind of do. Well, if only we had some sort of beacony strategy. Here's the problem. I'm like, oh, it's not working. I'll just throw beacons down. Excuse me. Nice sound. Sorry. Probably less nice when you do that to it. Okay, how are we doing with my epics? My epics. We have... Okay, at some point soon we've got to start considering what does it look like to make a better suit. Right, I have 2 of them. How many do I need for that? 60. Okay, anyway. The plan is I would like to go... How close is spoilers coming? You know what? Spoilers. Where are you? Yeah, we're gonna stop doing Aquila research. I know. Oh my god, Aquila research? No. No, I was just trying to excite you for no reason. Let's just do mining productivity. Probably good. We're getting close to it though. My next thought is I would like to go to space. The problem is these ships are all requiring low densities. which needs copper that we just do not have. I wanted to be on that ship. Copper is a little slim right now. It's really good for launching bursts of ships, but I think when we're doing the initial floor, it's a bit troublesome. I'm going to turn off that for now because I would like to go to... Here we go. We're going to take the Lava U2, I think. And just keep going while you can. And meanwhile, we're going to turn Cool Coyote into something that we keep an eye on. Because you've got to keep an eye on Cool Coyote, right? How many more do you need? You need like 5 more launches before you even got that sorted. That's fine. I haven't really seen much of his mining action. Okay, so I would like to go to Gleba for just forever, quite frankly. Maybe Gleba. I have enough bullets, right? Yeah, I got enough bullets. Is Cool Coyote going to be your Aquila ship? I suppose it will be, yeah. Well, Cool Coyote might be my first Aquila ship. I think the Cool Coyote might also be like a ship that we build, like in the same way that these ships are all patterned, like the same design. I think the Cool Coyote might be a similar thing. So we're going to build like, the Cool Coyote is like the first, it's like the Titanic. Bad example, but you hopefully know what I mean. You know, the Titanic, the gigantic, and the big old, whatever the hell the last one was called. Britannic? I don't know. Thank you for following Geldatai? It's appreciated. Britannia sounds familiar. I think Britannia was the new name for it after World War I started, and it was used as a hospital ship, and it also sank, but it sank like within view of the coastline. Because it hit a sea mine. Space brick works. Oh, I mean, we'll tidy it up later. Back to more about the Britannic, if that was the ship that I'm thinking of. So the idea was that it got hit by a sea mine, and the captain's like, "Screw it, we're sinking. I'm just going to ground the ship." So it's like the captain shouts, "Hey, don't anyone get in the escape rafts. No one get on them. It's going to be real bad. Don't do it." But of course, people knew it was the sister ship of the Titanic, and people were like, "Ha ha ha! I'm not dying in this thing." So they got in the escape rafts anyway. I believe in the Titanic it shows this, but it didn't happen on the Titanic. But it did happen in the Britannic that because the engines were going, the propellers were going, and that just sucked the little escape ships straight into the turbines. Now, it didn't happen on the Titanic. I know the movie had that happen. I'm pretty sure the movie had that happen. It didn't happen on the Titanic, but did happen in real life on that ship. Which, you know, that really happened for no reason. No, we're not dropping to Volcanus, we're dropping to Gleba. Oh, it's going to be wonderful to be back at Gleba. So yeah, okay, Gleba. Welcome to hell. Always nice to return to Gleba and not have it burned to the ground. It's certainly tried a couple of times, I think. They mostly attack here. Mostly. But... how do you keep pentapod eggs from spoiling? Making almost none of them. I make so few of them, that's the problem. I have one facility that makes the eggs. And generally it doesn't spit out many eggs. It only is allowed to spit out so many. If it doesn't, then it's just going to shoot them. Yeah, I've underdone the eggs. I can openly admit that. Okay, carbon. Hopefully it goes to recycling burning. Oh. It's probably a good idea. Okay, first off, how do we make carbon? It's going to be made in a boy chamber. Okay. Well, how do we make a boy chamber? Landfill, nutrients, iron plate. Okay. Oh, and landfill, right. Basic seems good enough. Yeah, I just want more. I'm just greedy. I just don't want to pay for it. I'm making them out of Yumiko Mash. I know, it's not the most effective, but I also don't care. Oh yeah. Well, I didn't. Do I make a boy chamber thing? I don't. There's carbon in orbit, let's just drop down and use it as a heat source. That's pretty good. See Flake's boys. Specifically his own boy. Yeah. That's a correct specification. He's a good boy. We got him a new car seat because his old car seat was a little bit tight on him. And he was getting pretty agitated when we had put him in the car. So we got him a new car seat, and he was just like, he was pretty happy about it. And then he realized he could turn around and look at me. He was just like, oh? And he could see me, and I was like, because I was just sitting in the driveway getting ready to leave. And he just looks at me, and Pan's like, hey, he can see you. And I turn around and go, hey, buddy. And he's like, huge smile. He was so happy. I'm like, aw. I always like it when he, like, his smile is so adorable. Every time he smiles, I'm just like, my heart just melts. Because he's such a good little guy. Tighten him? Oh, right. Tight on him. I see what you did there. See, that's what I expect from you, Veldak. Veldak? Solburn. Sorry, I thought you were Veldak for a second there. Don't ask me how or why. I am clearly going senile. I apologize. No, I'm not Veldak. I know you're not Veldak. Nothing wrong with Veldak, but you're not Veldak. Yeah. We like Veldak, but you're not Veldak. Yeah, these chips are absolutely crushed. My boy has absolutely crushed them. They're not triangles, they're just shards now. Okay, how do we make coal? I'm confused. How do we make coal? How do we make carbon? That's the main thing. Oh, we make carbon out of, we've played this game before. We make carbon out of burnt spoilage. We know this. Yes. I was fretting over this before. We should put cliff explosives. No. Huh? Burnt spoilage, is that what it's specifically called? Right, and because it's a biochamber, you've got to feed it. Tricks are so finicky, they really are. Oh! My construction bots! Come back! It's alright for the moment. Okay, we officially have cliff explosives. That's wonderful. Part of me wishes I didn't just do that. Eh, we did. Okay. We don't have no, we don't have greens here. Okay, you know what I want to do here? I want to go mash. We do the mash. We do the Yumiko mash. It was a great smash. How much carbon fiber do I need? It's used in stack inserters. Found. Can that only build here or something? No. I know. Foundation, I don't really care. Quantum processors. Sure, that's... I see. Every planet's going to need some things taken from it, isn't it? Well, maybe. Every planet needs to take something to Aquilo. Okay. That's fine. I just didn't expect that. I should have expected that. I feel like a bit of a silly boy for not expecting that, but okay. That's alright. We just build more of those, we build more cool coyotes. Not a big deal. Ah! It needs nutrients, I always forget. I always forget about nutrients. Ah, jeez. I use assemblers for circuits. On this planet, yeah, because I didn't care. Okay, carbon fiber's made relatively quickly. That's good. No. That is incorrect. I feel foolish for even suggesting such a stupid thing. There we go. You know what? Fill the entire box with carbon. I don't give a crap. Oh, friggin... You know what? It's that meme. You know that meme where it's like the girl being really excited thinking about doing something and then doing it? Thinking about Gleba coming to Gleba. I am that little girl. And I don't care who knows it. What have we got in the way of productivity mods? That'll do. Alright everyone, well you know what, it's about time to call it for the night anyway, so I think photos in the meme is the little girl. That's a different meme, but yeah. Anyway guys, I am done for the day. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you've enjoyed yourselves today, so let's just click save and spiel. Alright. Thank you for coming. I hope you enjoyed yourselves today. If you are new here, please do consider following. I'd appreciate that. But quite frankly, you do what makes you feel comfortable. Socials. Yes, Solburn. That's it. YouTube.com/SeiferKatt. That's where I post once. And you also have the Discord link where you can find me outside my regular streaming time. Adaba would like to know what my shirt is. What other shirt? This used to be a mid-stream thing, but now we just do it at the end, apparently. Today we're running the Cataplot. It graphs cats versus cats. This is the most cat, this is the least cat. Now we know. That's a good shirt, it really is. It's a good joke too, right? Cataplot. This category of cats, yeah. Some cats are less cats than they are cats. Anyway, I will next be streaming on, what day is the day? Saturday? I'll be next streaming on Monday. Keep in mind that in the next couple of weeks things are going to be a bit weird with streaming times because of Christmas and families. I'm sure you will understand, but that's just what it's going to be. You have no chance to survive, make your time classic. And with that, I wish everyone a good night, take care, and I'll see you all hopefully on Monday, but I'll see you when you're next here. You know, whether that be Monday, whether that be Tiroff. Hi Tiroff, can you message me privately? I don't know what name you are on Discord. Can you please message me on Discord? I was trying to find you, but I didn't know what your name was. Anyway, thank you very much for watching everyone, and take care. Goodbye.